Hello, hello. How are you? Welcome. This is Rudolph and Company. We also have on the bottom part of this transfer, Mrs. Claus Cookie Company. But we're going to use the Rudolph one tonight, okay, with the 6x18 box frame. Y'all, I have a really fun project. I hope you're ready for this. So I want to paint the outer edge of this red. So I'm going to just get a little bit of red paste mixed with water here. Okay, let me see if I can find my video. So I'm only going to paint the outer edge. I'm not going to paint the inside of this. Let's see, here I am. There we go. Hi, oops. Hi Lisa, hi Karen, welcome ladies. Alright, so this is a 6x18 box frame. This is double-sided, so you could do two different designs. You could do maybe a winter and a Christmas on the other side, so that after Christmas is over, you could flip it, or you could do a fall on one side, Christmas on the other, or you could do Christmas on both and have it sitting like on a bar or something, where you could see both sides of it at the same time. Whatever kind of combination you want to do, totally up to you. Oh, okay. Or you could even have an everyday design on one side and then just be able to flip it for the holiday. That's a really good idea. That way you don't have to store it all year long. You can just keep it hanging and then flip it. I like that idea, actually. Maybe that's what we'll do. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Michelle. Hey, Carolyn. Hi, Lori. Melta. Hey, Jan and Vera. Hi, Jocelyn. Welcome. Thanks so much for joining me. All right. So you can comment the word reindeer to get this stuff to make this, okay? And after we make this sign, I have another little piece of this project that I want to add that I think will be fun and hopefully successful. We're gonna see. I found some really cute little stuffed reindeer patterns online. So I happen to have some felt that I got a while back. I guess maybe that was last year. Gosh, around the winter I got it to make little scarves for my deer cutouts, and so I've got all this felt, and I think it'll be perfect for some little reindeer plushies to use with this sign. So that will be upcoming. As soon as we finish this sign, then we'll go right into that part and have it as a little extra. And if y'all want me to share that template, I'll share it in my VIP group whenever we get done here, okay? It's just a PDF file, and you can just print it out and use it to cut out your pieces. Okay, so there's my sign. I do want to use the brown side of this tonight. I think it'll look really good with this sign. Hi, Stephanie. Hey, Laura. Hi, Deborah and Ivy. Welcome, ladies. All right, so this is Rudolph and Company. This is so damn cute, y'all. Sorry for my language, but I love it. All right, let me just, real quick, I want to dry this so that I don't make a mess of it whenever I go around, whenever I put my transfer down. I don't want to smear it, smudge it, or anything like that, get red all over the place. Because y'all know I'm a mess, right? I don't think that's any big surprise at this point. So, I do want to make sure that it's good and dry before I move on. Alright, let's see. So, how was your Sunday? I hope it was good. Mine was really good. I found this random recipe online for homemade beans, which I've never actually made beans before, like from a bag. I've always made them from a can, obviously, or like in a box, like a meal box or something, but I've never ever soaked beans and actually made them like from scratch. So I did that today in the crock pot. Definitely a learning experience because I started late. I had to figure out how to quickly soak them. Hi Mom, welcome. And get them ready to go. But it was so good, y'all. It was like, let me see, pinto beans with onion and a green bell pepper. What else? A sausage, kielbasa sausage, however you say that. Just like beef sausage. What else was in there? And then I made rice to go with it. But I put it all in the crock pot. So basically what I did with the beans is I just put them in a pot. Like, I think it was like 2 cups of beans in a pot and boiled it for about 5 minutes and then let it sit in that water. I have a piece of my hair stuck to this. Let it sit in that water for about an hour and then take them out of there and rinse them like in a strainer and then dump them in the pot. Oh, with chicken broth was also in there. Y'all, those beans were so good. Now, I should have done it early this morning so that they could cook for 8 hours on low, but I ended up doing it 4 hours on high. Hi, Sharon and Laura. Hey, Carolyn. Welcome. And that worked fine. It smelled so good. And there's plenty left over for tomorrow, too, so that's nice. All right. So I love these C-size transfers, y'all, because they fit just perfect on these box frames. So it's like the perfect fit. No need to do anything else. Let me get, there's like a piece of, I don't know what, underneath there. I want to make sure that I don't have anything in the silk screen or like right at the edge of the silk screen that's going to cause me to have a leak, okay? So I'm going to just push down really well. This is a detail tool. I just used it to pick up the corner of the transfer. In a minute, whenever I pick it up again, I'm going to need that again. Hi, Kim. Welcome. Yeah, they were so good. And I've never, ever made them myself like that. My mom always made beans, like with bacon and stuff in them, but I never have done it. Really proud of myself, though. I just happened to come across that recipe. And I was ordering groceries yesterday anyway, so I went ahead and added that stuff to my grocery order. And they turned out so good. Chris was like really happy about it. So I've been buying groceries and actually trying to cook and not have us eat out every single night. So that's been really nice lately. And I mean, I haven't been like actually cooking like full-on dinners or anything like that, just because I do work a full-time job and I have this job too. So, well, I mean, it's a huge pot of beans. So, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be better tomorrow. So I went ahead and I made extra rice so that tomorrow night we'll have dinner too. And no, I don't usually eat any leftovers whatsoever, Mom. So, yeah, that's not my thing. Chris is a big leftover guy, though. He will eat any leftovers from any time. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be so good. Tomorrow is going to be, like, really good. Okay, so, by the way, I just used Shimmer Shadow, which is kind of a glittery black. And, oh my goodness, this looks incredible. It has a little bit of shimmer to it, okay? I know it's hard to tell. Oh, I guess you can kind of see it on the video. But I think that looks so perfect. So that is that, okay? Nothing else that we're going to do with this. And then I have all kinds of stuff. We're going to make some little deer, okay? So let's see if we can do this. So now, these are my little things I cut out, okay? Now, I did label them. Which ones go together? Okay, now again, I'll post the template in my VIP group for y'all. If you want it, you can download it and print these and make these yourself. Okay, it comes with 2 deer and 2 ears. Obviously you can make more or less or whatever. Okay, let me see. Oh, I got it. Okay, so there we go. Thank you. I'm glad that you like that one. Okay, so let's get going here. So these are the girl on the little tutorial that I saw. She sewed them, but I will not be sewing these because I'm not a seamstress at all. Okay, that's not my life. I do have a sewing machine. I'm capable. Okay, but it's not happening. Okay, so I'm realizing right now that I just screwed up on that, but oh darn it. Yeah, I did, but that's okay. I think I might be able to salvage this. I should have put it inside to inside, but that's okay. I don't know what I was thinking. So, I mean outside to, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, y'all. So, yeah, and I am leaving, oops, a little bit of a seam allowance here because I'm going to flip them right side out. Yeah, this is not great, but okay. There we go. So I just glued them together. I did leave a little hole so that I can stuff them, okay? And then we're going to go, the ears will be right at least. My gosh, okay. Yeah, I bet. My mom's making a quilt right now to bring up here for my craft fair that we're going to in November. And, oh Mom, by the way, Amy did send me her, she bought her ticket. Everything's good to go there, so she'll be coming with y'all. My cousin is coming too. It's going to be so much fun, y'all. We're going to have a blast. A literal blast. With my mom and my aunt are coming, and now my cousin's coming too. So it's going to be awesome. My cousin's wife. She's my cousin. I love her. And Chris is going to have to deal with all of us just cackling like hens, I'm sure. Okay. So, all of these are glued together. I didn't do a great job here, but now I'm just going to flip them right side out so that that little thing is out there. Okay, so now I can actually, I have these dowels here. I think I got these at, I want to say I might have bought them at Dollar Tree, y'all. These little, like, I don't know how big they are, but they're just like dowels. I've had them forever, and I didn't have anything that I was doing with them. I just bought them because why not? I always have need for stuff like that, you know. So I want to make sure that I push it all the way through. I'm trying to get his little head poke through. I think that's pretty good. And then this one, I might have to, I'm leaving a little bit so that I can stuff it, okay? I have some stuffing here that we're gonna use. Usually keep a huge bag of stuffing around because I make so many pillows all the time. I see a spot that I missed right there with glue, so let's see if we can patch that up real fast. just came undone. So I'm going to just tuck that back in and add a little glue and see if I can't seal it back up. Okay. All right. All right, so tell me what did you have for dinner tonight? Chris loved that meal. I'm probably gonna eat that for the next couple of nights, and then I'm going out of town. I guess I'm leaving on Friday, so I'll probably make chili later this week after we've eaten that whole. He'll be sick of eating beans, I can guarantee you. After this week's over, but tough, you know. At least it's a hot meal, you know. All right. Oh. Let's see. A bowl of cereal? Yes, that's a go-to for us too. Chicken and wild rice, that sounds wonderful. Pork loin and baked beans, that sounds great. I love it. Ooh, pot roast, yes. Yes, I love that. Pork chops and green beans, a go-to, yes. Ooh, fish, fries, and okra. Yes, girl, get it. Karen. I mean, it's still only like 6:20 there, right? We usually eat pretty early around here. Like early. Sometimes, because like a lot of days during the day I don't eat. Italian on Sunday, that sounds great. Ooh, beef stew, yes, I love it. During the week, I don't eat during the day usually. A whole lot at least. So usually by the time Chris gets home, I am like starved to death. Yeah, a bowl of cereal is always good. And so a lot of the time, whenever he gets home from work, it'll be like, or sometimes very early, and we'll be both ready to eat dinner at like, I don't know, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. But I do try to eat kind of at least by like 5 or 6, because I have to do my live. Popcorn, okay. That sounds also like something that I would eat for dinner. Okay. All right. No, let's see. Pot of pinto beans. Yes, Donna, same. And Chris was just in there starting to put everything away whenever I came out here a minute ago. Sorry, I should have done most of this prior to my live, but I literally have been messing around this afternoon. I did make those in the crock pot, which was awesome, so I didn't have to like slave over it all day, but I took a nap and then I had to get dressed and everything. You know, I have to have my nap. Basically napped all day yesterday too, y'all. I'm so lazy. Gosh, I'm lazy sometimes. But, you know, I figure I work hard, so if I want to take a nap, I can take a nap. Right. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate that. That's what Chris says too, that I have great work ethic, and that if I feel like I need a nap, then I need to just go have a nap. So that's my permission, you know? Plus, he likes naps too, so that's nice. Okay, so all of these are flipped right side out. I've got 2 ears for both of my little guys. I'm going to get my stuffing here and stuff away. Now, I want to make sure that I get a lot of stuffing into his little head. And back over into his little butt too, okay? Yeah, so sometimes on the weekends I take multiple naps, but most of the time on the weekend, for some reason, I wake up really early, even if I stayed up late, because I usually stay up pretty late on the weekends as well. I'll wake up early and I'll need to have a nap, at least one nap, and then sometimes early afternoon I'm like, ooh, I need a nap. So I'll take a second nap. Be my round 2. So I'm just trying to make sure that I stuff this really, really full, okay? And then I'm just going to close this up using hot glue again, okay? So now, try and fold these into each other, okay? And hide that seam as much as possible. See if I can find my little thing, because I'm going to burn my finger if not. Well, what's your plan for dinner tonight, Rose? I would love to know. Oh, man. Okay. Maybe we're giving you some ideas. I don't know. Usually I don't know what I'm making or what we're having for dinner. It's like a game that Chris and I play. It's a very aggravating game, actually, but we do that every night. And, you know, I hate having to be the one that has to figure it out, you know? Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, so when Dad's not home, it's super easy, right? Cereal is always a go-to. Thank God Chris is not, he will actually eat cereal too for dinner. So I don't have to, like, do something special because of him. Okay. So I think I have that pretty well sealed up. Let that one dry and then work on this one now. This one might be harder because I'm going in through the back side. So I might have to use my skewer to get up into his neck. Uh-oh. Let me see if I can, well. Hi Brownie, how are ya? Welcome. Just making or attempting to make some little reindeer plushies. I already did a Rudolph sign. Breakfast for dinner is a great idea. Ooh, yes. I love a good anything from the grill, honestly, yes. My parents bought me a grill a couple of years ago when they were here around my birthday. So we have a nice charcoal barbecue pit. We do bust out every now and then. Alright, this one's going to be a fluffy little reindeer. That's okay. Nothing wrong with a little extra meat on your bones, as you can tell from Right. Oh, he's got a couple of busting seams here, I see. See if I can start closing this up. So okay, so there's my little reindeer forms, okay? Kind of abstract at this point. So let me quickly add a little bit of stuffing to these ears. And see if we can get them closed up as well. Ooh, pimento cheese and Ritz crackers. Yes, girl. I do love some cheese and crackers. Okay, now if you don't want to stuff the ears, I don't think you have to. You could just leave them empty and put them on empty, but I wanted a little bit of stuffing in them. I don't want to overstuff them. I don't want them to be like overpowering. And hopefully this is going to turn out really cute and not weird looking. Really hoping. We're going to find out though. Okay. There's that one. So yeah, there will be one in December. It'll be winter and Valentine's Day. But I think, and there may be another bit of retired transfers being released in December, like more holiday stuff. I can't confirm that. I don't know that for sure, but that's what they did last year. So that could be the case, okay? I don't know though. But I do know that in December it will be, the new stuff will be Valentine's Day and winter. And then after that, I think it'll be, I want to say February, before we have another new transfer release. See if I can get that seam back together. Now, got my little ears done. I think I'm good there. Now, I did want to look really fast and see if I have, I know I do. Okay. So, I forgot to pull out a couple of little, that one might be too big, little acorns for my tail. Okay, so I have this, which I want to use for his, for their horns, and then I also have these that I want to use for legs. So let's just see. I'm gonna probably cut these in half. One more. Okay, so now what I want to do is come down here on the bottom, and I want to figure out exactly where I'm going to put my little legs, and I'm just going to snip a little hole there so that I can put these little dowels in there. And I did pull out some burlap ribbon that I thought I could wrap around them, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and use the wood as is. And I can just stick it right in there and put a tiny bit of glue in there and just work it into the foam, okay? So that it'll be like that. And then for my other one, a little bit of a better hole. Put it in there just like that. Just like snipping a tiny bit, and then I can work my dowel into that hole, okay? I don't want it to be a big gaping hole. I really just want it to be big enough for the dowel to just sit right in there, right into the foam. I mean, into the into my stuffing is what I was meaning to say. And then if I need to trim the legs, I can do that, which I think. Okay. And then put it sideways. Y'all, I don't know what I'm doing here, honestly. Oops. Okay. Hi, Marsha. What's going on? How are you? Okay. Now, I kind of want to make these like lay back just a little bit. So I'm going to kind of add a little bit more glue right there so that they kind of sit back just a tiny bit more. Okay. And then I have this like, uh-oh, yikes. Alright, now I'm going to pull some of this greenery from this thing, and I think what I want to try and do again is see if I can't make a hole in my little reindeer head back here for some little antlers. And then those are floral, so you can just kind of bend them or whatever and make them some cute little interesting antlers. Oh gosh. Okay. So there's my little deer. Look how cute he is. He's not perfect, but he's pretty cute, I think. Okay, so you can do that with the second one. Oh, and I have a little tiny pine cone that I'll use as his tail. Isn't it so cute? So check him out. My little reindeer with my Rudolph and Company sign. I think he's pretty cute, y'all. So I want to make a second one too. Let me see what's going on. Ah! Right here on the front of him, he's kind of coming apart. Now, as I said, I did not sew these, okay? Y'all saw me glue them together. They're literally made with glue. But you could totally sew them and make them look about 1,000,000 times better than this. But I think he's really cute anyways. So here's my second one. Thank you. I'm glad y'all are liking this. I was a little worried. Not gonna lie, I wasn't real sure how these were gonna turn out, but I think it's turned out okay. Let's see. So I will post the templates for these, the little printout in my VIP group here in just a little bit. So if you want to try your hand at making these yourself, you're welcome to save that and print it out. And I would love to see your finished project. So you can comment the word reindeer right in the comments here to get the stuff to make the sign itself, okay? And then go and find you some felt and some little dowels. I'm pretty sure I just got these at Dollar Tree, the dowels, and I got the fabric at Hobby Lobby when they had felt on sale last year at some point. And then the floral is literally just some greenery that I had laying around. And I do have these little pine cones, which are perfect for the little tail. I mean, just absolute perfection. Oops. But I think these are pretty darn cute. And they're kind of like rustic. Very rustic. But really cute anyways. So there's his little legs. His ears that are about 12 times too big for his head, but that's okay. Let's see if I can. But yeah, comment reindeer, and you can get the sign and the 6x18 box frame to make that part yourself, and then go find all the little parts and pieces for these cute little reindeer to make them as well. And then try to look for a couple of these that are about the same size. That was good. So that they're not wildly different sizes, you know, but cut me a couple little holes in the back of his head. to trim that one just a little bit. There we go. Okay. His front legs are too long. I need to trim them. All right, and then let me take those legs down just a little bit. I think that's pretty great. He's got his nose up in the air, but that's all right. Thank you. I'm so glad you like these. And then my little pine cone tail. All right, so now, oops, I'm throwing stuff all over the place. So here's what we've got. Our Rudolph and Company sign. And, well, and our little Rudolphs. See? Anyway, you can comment the word reindeer to get all the stuff to make this sign, and then check out the cut of the templates for this in my VIP group. So if you don't have that yet, you can comment the word reindeer and get into my VIP, and I'll post those here in a little while, okay? All right, y'all. Have a wonderful Sunday night. I hope you have a great Monday tomorrow. And I love you all so much. Thanks for joining me, okay? See ya.